Good day, everyone. Day 35, Sunday, 29th of December, 2024. 5 more days to go, 5 more lessons to learn. And it's still going to be on trauma today, trauma and its effects, trauma and its damning consequences, if not healed. On some days of these previous lessons I've been sharing so far, there was some information that were critical. There were some stuffs that I felt I shouldn't have shared, and I was almost pulling some down. But I hope Spirit of God will lead you on how to go about it. If all I'm sharing are just stories to make it look like I'm trying to bad face some people, because something I've come to coin out of life, my own, like a coined out, is it going to be proverb now or maybe a quote? Everyone is bad in everybody's story. Everyone is bad in everybody's story. That is my quote on that. And then this is not my quote, which means hurt people hurt people. If you are hurt and you don't heal, you will definitely hurt people. What you behold over the years, what you have consistently behold, either you like what they were doing or not, either you hated it or not, it has sunk into your mindset. If you don't do a consistent and conscious renewal of the mind, relearning, unlearning, and learning, you're going to repeat it. It is an automatic thing. It is a proven theory that you need to know that if you don't work on your healing, if you don't really heal from your trauma, you're going to repeat some mistakes and it is going to be taken to the higher level. Adam shifted blame to Eve on Eve. He blamed Eve. He blamed the mistake on Eve. Cain killed Abel. It's going to go higher in the next generation. So all the stories I've shared so far, almost looking like as if I was mentioning names and I was just sharing stories. I feel I need to start sharing solution that I have learned so far, so that it won't be like what I've also been looking like in the past. I've also tend to look for answers in the past before now, trying to ask questions. Okay, this is what's the narrative of this particular story of ours have been. Okay, so what's the solution? And it's like an endless search. It's like what's an endless search that is looking like everybody is just parabolating. No one is tending to give you answers. So if I am also doing the same and I'm not taking my time to go and look for answers first, work on them, let me say that this thing is working, even though I might not be the only answer. Before I come out and start to share, it will only add to the data bank of people who just want to just share their stories out of curiosity, out of just wanting to put your story out there, to so that you can just talk before you can ease down, that you can just talk and free your mind. It's not really, it's the aim and objective, which is to allow people to heal, to help people to heal. And as amusing and as not funny it may sound, both the victim and the perpetrators need to heal, because if they don't, more damage will be caused. There's so many difficult discussions we need to be having, and if we keep sweeping them under the carpets, there will not be end to chaos. At least we know that this world is an unending circle of different commotions of funny incidences, but we can reduce the effects by opening up some wounds and healing. The aim was not just to share stories, do some emotional exposure and all that, and just leave it there. It won't be different from what I've witnessed so far in trying to look for answers to some of those questions that were in my mind. So I'll be sharing some answers that I can lay my hands on for these next 5 days, and eventually later will continue from there. I hope that makes sense. So beyond, if you are just watching this video after you have watched the funny previous ones that seemed like as if it was an emotional unnecessary story, escapade and exposure, please bear with me. I wanted to pull them down, But I felt okay, so that it would show people that this was a journey. This was really a journey, and despite how I feel, answers are paramount. Like I said, I was also in that show of looking for answers, and it was as if people just kept sharing, and not really eating the nail on the head. So, but it will be different, not just because you want to save the prey, because if you keep saving the prey alone and don't also have a focus on the predators who were also once prey, you would have an unending circle of predators, because they would always multiply themselves. Because what you behold, you become, and they will always have mentees, consciously or unconsciously. Number one, you need to have the knowledge that God is the greatest healer, is the balm in Gilead. Looking here and there, looking all in the name of that. So there's a season, like one of the relationships that I got out of, when I was trying to get out of it, as I said, that we scratching my skin separating my skin from my bone. It was difficult. I could just talk to Tom, Dick, and Harry, all in the name of giving them advice not to make the mistake I made. Subtly giving advices, unsolicited advices, venting out to people, venting out and talking, and trying to wave off people from advising me to go into the same kind of life, because I'm still trying to get out of the wounds. I'm still trying to get over the previous pain and all that. You need to know this. There is no pain that lasts, except if you don't treat it. If you don't treat it, it will decay, and it will lead to amputation, if not utter death. But once you are having this disposition, this mindset, this stance, this your, as in, just having this kind of mindset of you wanting to treat something, you would be healed. Like I said, healing does not heal with time. Healing heals with the effort to put into the time, and it could be short due to, if, like for example, the particular wound that if you have a wound and you have not been eating well, you don't have enough nutrients, no fruit supplied, kind of tissues and whatever in your body to make the particular spot heal faster, is going to take time. If you're now getting worried again, having not balanced in your emotions to calm down for your body to react well with the spots to heal and let flesh come over it, it's going to take time. And once wounds are taking time, different yama will start entering. So calm down. You want to get out of one chaotic situation. Is it any kind of trauma? Calm down. You need knowledge, you need wisdom, but you need to calm down to be able to know the kind of knowledge and wisdom you need. You need sight, you need lights. I'm using sight to look at you, to communicate with you at high contact. But if there is no light to shine on the video I'm making, it's going to be blurred. So even if you are hearing me, the beauty of it is the sight, the sound, my body language, my intonation, everything works hand in hand, so that I can be able to give you the best outputs so far that I can afford to. So you need your sight, you need your discernment, you need your faculty, mental faculty, you need everything, the light to shine actually on the particular situation that you are looking to get out of or to know something about. First thing, you need to know that God is the greatest healer, is the balm in Gilead. He still loves you. Despite all, I have talked to God about so many things, and I feel like, why? I've learned that I can't talk to man. Man will only hold it as their gossip treasure, as their gossip tool when they get back to their campus. If they also don't have any issues they're dealing with, that is human being for you. God is the only one that will not gossip my case. Even if he's talking to God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, they're talking about how I can see well, how I can see the situation well, how I can get out of it and become a better person, strengthened.